it's me, Terry of the Yarnjoy podcast. Welcome to Stitch Your Library, episode number 10. Okay, so in the last Stitch Your Library, oh, by the way, Stitch Your Library is a collaboration that I am doing with Rebecca of Yarn and Pajamas, and there are some others that have been coming and joining us. Priscilla of Distinctive Crochet is also doing Stitch Your Library, and Ella of No Catchy Name has joined us and is now doing Stitch Your Library. And I had a couple of people comment that they were thinking about doing it as well. So I will link the ones that I know of below in the description box so that you can check their videos out too. Okay, so what Stitch Your Library is we're just going through patterns that we have had in our library, whether it be physical patterns or digital patterns, and we've saved them or we purchased them, and we with the intentions of making them, but then we just ended up going to the next project or seeing something else and going to something else, and then we don't work on the projects. We just shelf them in our library. And so this is a way to inspire us to go back through our old, things that we've had for a long time, patterns, and use them. Okay, so in my Stitch Your Library episode number 9, I finished the project that I had been working on. It was the Turtle Time Pillow. So if you want to check that one out, I will link that last episode's video below in the description box so you can see it. Okay, so I did finish it, and then I presented in that episode, I presented 3 projects that I had the viewers comment below in the description box of that video and vote which project they wanted you all would like for me to make next. And the choices were, just as a review, the choices were, choice A was the Not Just for Granny scarf, and I will pop in a picture right here of that scarf. Okay, and that scarf is a pattern by the Unraveled Mitten. I will put a link to that pattern below in the description box, okay? And then choice B was the Wrap Me in Ice Cream shawl. Don't you love that name? Wouldn't you just love to be wrapped in ice cream? Anyway, that is a pattern by Megan Meyer, and I will put a link to that pattern below in the description box. So that was choice B. Okay, and then for choice C, it was an amigurumi, had to throw one of those in there, and it was Buttons the Mouse. That one is by Little Muggles, and I will pop in a picture right here of Buttons the Mouse so you can see that one. Okay, so that was the 3 choices, and so I gave you 2 weeks from episode 9 to now episode 10 to put your votes in. I had a whole bunch of votes, so thank you so much for everybody's participation in that. And so I tallied up all of the votes in my little cheat sheet here. And so choice A, which was the Not Just for Granny scarf, got 28 votes. Okay, choice B, which was the Wrap Me in Ice Cream shawl, got 68 votes. And choice C, which was Buttons the Mouse, the amigurumi, it got 83 votes. So it looks like I'm going to be making Buttons the Mouse. Okay, so since when I tallied it up, I saw that Buttons was the one that's won. I went into my stash here and I picked out some yarn to make that mouse with. And so let me show you that yarn. Okay. I'm kind of like Val of Valerie's Cuddly Cat Crochet. She likes to work out of baskets, and I've gotten into the habit of working out of baskets. It works really well. Okay, so the colors that I picked, first I thought, well, because if you click on the link to the pattern, it shows that one of the mice that the pattern designer had made, she made it in a gray color, and it was really cute. And at first I thought I'd do that, but that picture of the one in yellow was so cute that I just couldn't resist that. So that's what the colors I picked out, okay? So the colors I picked was Red Heart with Love, okay? And this is the colorway Corn Silk. Very pretty color. It's kind of between a soft yellow and a gold, I think. I think it'd be really cute. Okay, so I picked that for the yellow part. And then for the nose, I thought this would be really pretty color along with that yellow for the nose. And this is Red Heart with Love. And the colorway is Sweet Pink. Such a pretty color. Okay, so there's the yellow, and here's the pink for the nose. And then I just grabbed this ball of white. I believe this is probably Red Heart Super Saver in white. Just left over that I balled up. I don't need a whole lot for the white. I think it's what, under the feet and inside of the ears, and that's about it, I think. But anyway, so this is going to be the white I'm going to be using. So let me hold up all three colors. So that is what the color of my mouse is going to look like. Okay. I didn't pick my hook out yet, but I do know that I'm going to be using an E hook, which is a, I think that was the one I picked out. No, it called for a either a 3mm or a 3.25mm hook, and I do have a 3.25mm hook, and so that's the one I'm going to be making. I was thinking that was a very small hook size for this size yarn. It is worsted weight yarn, but I tried it out by hooking some of the yarn, you know, with the hook, and I think it's going to be, it'll work okay. So 3.25mm hook. It is a small hook. I'll try it out when I get started on it, and if I don't like the way it's, you know, if I'm splitting the yarn or whatever, then I will go up to an E hook, because I have used an E hook with worsted weight yarn, works great, which is a 3.5mm hook. So anyway, so that is the yarn I picked out. And so now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pause the camera, and I'm going to get my yarn, and I'm going to get started on my pattern. I'm going to work about 20 to 30 minutes just to get myself started on it, and then I will come right back and show you how much I got done. So I'll be back shortly. Well, just like a second to you, but it'll be a little bit for me. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm back, and I got to work on Buttons the Mouse, and I got 17 rows done. I worked about 25-30 minutes, something like that, and I got all the way up to the point where they wanted me to put the eyes in, and so I have the eyes stuck in, but I want to talk a little bit about that. Okay, so here is what I've gotten done so far, which is the head. Calls for 9mm eyes, so I've got them in, but I have not fastened them though. I haven't put the backs on the safety eyes yet. And the reason being is because she did say to put, you know, she said what exactly between what two rows to put the eyes in, which is awesome, and how many stitches apart to put the eyes. So I've got them, I think, where they're wanting to go. But what I'm going to do is, before I fasten them off completely, I'm going to skip down in the pattern to where the muzzle is, because the eyes are on either side of the muzzle, and so I'm going to, before finishing off the head, I think I have one more round, and then I'm supposed to stuff it and fasten off, I believe. Yeah, the head is separate from the body. Okay, so before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and do the muzzle. I'll just work from the other end of the skein of yarn and get the muzzle done, so that way I can see the width of the muzzle and hold it up to make sure that the eyes are in the proper place where they will be between each, you know, on either side of the muzzle when I place it up there. And so that's what I plan on doing, but I got a good start on it, and I think it's gonna look really cute. Yeah, I think the colors are going to be really cute. So anyway, thanks so much for voting for Buttons the Mouse. In any of the patterns that would have won in the choice, I would have been happy with, because they're all patterns that I originally wanted to do. Okay, so I'm going to be get work on buttons and mouse, and in 2 weeks I will come back and show you my progress. I don't know, well, it's going along pretty quickly, but I don't know for sure if he will be finished, or I'll just show you my progress on it. If I didn't get him finished all the way, or well, if I did, then I will have 3 more choices for the next project for you to vote on. If not, I will just show you the progress on it, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so, oh, and somebody asked me as far as the choices that were not voted for, so choice A and choice B, and then of course in the earlier, my previous choices, the ones that didn't win in the vote, yes, I will go ahead and put them back into the mix again so they can be re-voted on, because they are all patterns that I originally wanted to make. And so yes, I will be doing that, because I think the other 2 patterns were awesome patterns. The granny scarf uses 1 mandala cake, and which is awesome to have patterns like that are available when you just have 1 cake of 1 colorway, you know, on hand in your stash and you want to do something with it. So I love patterns like that. And of course the ice cream shawl uses the ice cream yarn, which I do have a supply of it, and so that's also, I think, would be a great pattern to do as well. So thanks so much for watching me today in this Stitch Your Library, and thanks to all those that participated in the vote. I appreciate it so much. Come back tomorrow and we will have another visit for Yarnjoy podcast, my regular episode, which will be episode 240. I've got a new project that I'm working on, and I'll show you that tomorrow. Have a great rest of your week, but come back tomorrow and we'll have another visit. See you in the next video. Bye.